Good morning. Pastor Paz here for the Lost Bull Network online type thing. How y'all doing today? I wanted to talk about real quick was the alternative energy thing, right? I just read a thing today that said, it's that people are touting this as the hottest August, that they've seen in a long time, right? Oh gosh, it's the hottest August, and it's not. It's not the hottest August on record, and that's fine. It doesn't matter that it's the hottest August on record. It matters that it's the hottest year. I know I hate it. If you look at my lawn, I don't water anymore. I just wait. Eventually it'll rain for a couple days and it'll all come green again, but I'm not going to spend my money and waste the energy to pump the water out of my well and put it on my lawn so I have a green lawn. It's cut, it looks good, it's fine, whatever, right? I'm not selling, my neighbors aren't selling, whatever. So we have this thing, we are focused on day to day, but we have to look at long term when you talk about climate change. But I don't want to talk about climate change. I want to talk about alternative energies, right? And again, it's about us. It's not about them. When we talk about alternative energies, we should. The thing about it is, that scares the energy conglomerates, is that we can do it ourselves, right? You can produce energy on your own land. If you have a solar array or you have a couple wind turbines, and they've really tried to keep those out because wind turbines are really great because, they actually can go day and night. Think about it, producing energy, free energy to you day and night. Once you've installed it, and it's a low number, for what, $600 you can put 400 plus watts on your property and always be producing. That's free energy. That's energy that they aren't getting paid for, and they're not very happy about it. And worse yet, if you pump it back into the system, depending if you have that net metering, then you get paid for that full price, which I don't agree with, but that's beside the point. The thing is that you are producing something that they are producing to try to sell to you at a profit, right? That's what the whole thing's about. The digging, the gas, the whole bit. And then I just read something today that China will be, by next year, something adding 30% exports to their gas. So that means that it's going to be a tough road out there, right? And it's going to put a lot of people out of business, and the cost of gas could go up here in the States, or it could go down depending on how much China's able to get out there around the world, because we export a lot of our natural gas. But the thing is that when we talk about alternative energies, if they're out there and they're in the game now, they're trying to put up wind turbine farms and solar farms and whatnot to produce their electricity, is the great thing about it is it's about us, right? Even if they did that, if we talk about alternative energies, it costs money to put in the original infrastructure, right? You had to pay for all the machinery and all the digging and stuff for coal and do all the research. Well, with the sun, it's pretty easy. It's just right on top, right? We didn't have to do any digging or anything like that. So the cost is still there, right? And as we put out more of this alternative energy, the better it's going to be in the future, because they're going to find more efficient ways to get energy out of what they have made, right? They're going to try and find better ways to get, or more efficient ways to get that energy from those sources, because they want to make money, right? And the more they can make, the better off they are. But the great thing is that you can do that at home. But we're not talking about that. We're just talking about what they're doing matters to us. Because if we don't have a coal plant, that means we don't have pollution, right? Coal burned at clean coal, what they call it, or gas being burned, or methane being burned. You know, first of all, it's polluting, period. It's putting gas in the atmospheres, it's putting noxious emissions into the atmosphere. It's not good for our health. If these big energy systems used solar and wind only, guess what? There'd be a lot of clear air out there, and there'd be a lot less pollution, right? And if we all drove electric cars, guess what? There would be no pollution. The only thing that we would have to worry about is when they're made. But if they're made by electricity instead of gas or coal, wow, right? So, yes, the thing that scares them is that you can put this on your house, and eventually houses will be built so energy efficient that people won't need an outside source. Now that's kind of scary because we kind of want that, but just in case type thing, right? To an easy connection back to your house. But there's an opportunity for you to do it yourself and save yourself a lot of money and learn how to be more efficient and have your appliances and whatnot be more efficient. More efficient doesn't mean less productive. So if you're thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to give something up to live the lifestyle I am now, no, that's not the case. Right? It's not the case at all. Because electricity is electricity. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. If you're planning on putting a 5,000 watt solar array on your house and living off that, yes, you're going to have to give up some things because the sun's not out at night, and the energy that you might use, or the system that you might use to harness that energy, the battery system, may not give you everything you want, but you can get so many things already for your home: energy efficient appliances, energy efficient lighting. That doesn't mean it's less. Doesn't mean it's less at all. All right, it may be a little bit more expensive at the beginning, but over the long term, you're breaking even or you're making money, one of the two, and you're living healthy and on your own. Right, you're living independent of the grid, and you're living independent of the corporations. So even though they're out there building these systems, don't look at alternative energy as a bad thing. And try to say, hey, look, I don't care what system they do as long as they keep giving me my electricity. But the great thing is if they do this, I'm going to have clean air and clean water. Wow. Clean air and clean water, that's for us, humans, the naked human. Remember, we need clean air, clean water, good food, right? Like healthy food. So I just wanted to say, hey, when you hear about alternative energy, when you hear about a new wind farm, get excited. When you hear about solar or a new way that they harness the sun, get excited, because you know what? That means fresh air. It means fresh air, clean water. Get excited about that. Don't listen to these guys who are like, oh, it costs so much. Because they're making money off of it, and they don't care about you. They probably live in a place where there is no coal, but they should care too, because they are human, just like you and I. Anyway, hey, have a good weekend. This is Pastor Paz for the Lost Bull Network, and you know what? Follow us at Lost Bull, at LOSTBULL on Twitter, and I'll put more stories like this up there. And have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.